It's a must for you installers that are trying to get production that you have a mini excavator with a hydraulic breaker on the job site. If you start cutting into a manhole and it's got 2 foot of concrete poured around it, you're not going to remove it with your cutter extractor. You'll be able to cut quite a ways down, but you won't be able to pull it out. In that situation, you're going to have a hydraulic breaker. It's just the only option that makes sense. We want to be safe. We want to protect our workers from injury. Air hammers are dangerous, and they take a lot of time to do what this tool can do in just a short amount of time. This machine is equipped with a quick connect where you can disconnect the bucket of the machine and add this breaker very quickly. It has the hydraulic attachments there, the accessory function. So, all the operator's doing is just pushing a button and this thing's breaking the concrete. Please have one of these on the job. Don't try to get by without this. If you have to rent it, rent it. But buy it or rent it, do whatever you have to do. Have one on the job at all times. Not only is it a must for the breaker, but the bucket, when you have it on there, is great to pull out the adjusting rings. So you're not manually trying to pull those adjusting rings off the cone. So this is a great tool to have. You can rent one, buy one. You can buy a real nice one, a more economical one. You can have a cab, no cab. A lot of options out there for you, but have a mini excavator on the job. The mini excavator, in addition to being used with the breaker, has the bucket that you see, and this one has been modified with a reese hitch inside the bucket. It's pretty simple modification. It has a piece of cold roll that fits right up inside that, and there's a pin that goes through that holds it in. You'll see this being used later in the video. We use it to clean the hole. We talk about how important it is to get the whole sides shaved straight down so that we don't have a conical repair. This is the tool that we use to get that done, and it saves a lot of manual labor in that function. So try to have one of these. If you look, the bucket also has the teeth brackets removed, the castings there that the teeth go on. There's no teeth. It's a straight, flat-edged bucket. That's real helpful for cleaning things out. Teeth tend to dig in and mar the top of the cone. So nice to have a smooth-edged bucket as well as this reese hitch. It's also a small footprint bucket. Some buckets from some manufacturers are long. From back to front, they're very long. So when you get in that excavation and start to curl your bucket, the back of it's hitting and marring the road. We don't want that. We want to leave a real nice clean edge around that cut we made through the road. So a short bucket like this is nice. If you have a machine that's got a long bucket and you can't buy a bucket that's shorter, you may have to make a special bucket or modify the bucket that you have. The bucket also has a quick attach on it. We talked about that in relation to the hydraulic breaker. You definitely want a quick change. You don't want to spend a lot of time switching back and forth from breaker to bucket, so this makes it real easy. You pull one pin. Some even have a hydraulic quick attach. It's your option how you want to do that, but have a quick attach.